What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here. We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are
HellaDepraved.
So this is our Michael Myers mask drawing.
Right. Which we drew. And started to record. And we drew ACDC's Hell's Bells. So here's the problem with ACDC. ACDC's Hell's Bells. So the problem with ACDC is we've never been able to successfully get a reaction to ACDC done. They get blocked.
They get blocked.
Yeah.
So I had decided that we were going to do a live show because our live shows have actually been successful.
Yeah.
Doing the lives of a lot of these older classic rock songs. But then the problem was the first thing that cued me in was the audio quality was ridiculously done well.
Right. So we started recording. He noticed the audio quality, and then he saw the Vivo symbol.
I saw the Vivo symbol, and I went, wait. So I backed out of the video and seen it was actually put up by ACDC, whoever runs their YouTube page. Right. And I was like, I don't think we're going to get away with this.
Right.
So we went to find somebody else.
Another live.
That did it. And actually, we might just do this here, Kansas City live.
Okay.
Because whoever Matthew Long is, it worked for him to put it up.
Right. So we're hoping.
So we're hoping this works.
Right.
Now, with that being said, we're going to react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below, hop on over to all the things, coming back. We say that goes for commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. What that means is we will pause for anything or all of the above.
Right.
So, also please understand the audio quality of this will probably be not that great.
But the original will be the one that goes on our Shock-Tober playlist.
Right. So, we're going to slash it up and break it down. ACDC Hell's Bells. So they lowered the bell.
Yeah.
That's cool. Look, baby, they're better dressed.
I'm kind of sad he didn't swing off of it this time, to be honest.
So this was only 2 years ago.
I know.
He's probably starting to get a little bit more old than what he can handle.
It was still a foot loop, you know. Wasn't like it was. I mean, maybe the running and jumping part isn't. I would not be up for it. Just saying.
Right. And still,
more energy.
More energy.
I love that they're out there having fun, and it's obvious.
Yes, as you should when you're an older musician.
You should anytime as a musician. Yeah. Otherwise, what the hell are you still doing it for?
But I mean, when you're older, you're supposed to get senile and kind of be more fun anyways.
Right.
Maybe different kinds of fun, but...
Right.
Like flipping off little kids' middle finger fun.
Right.
Right.
Like getting lost in your own driveway. Kind of fun.
Or not following the GPS and ending up in a different
thank God
part
she ended up somewhere that was okay. I mean...
I love the bell swings for the entire
thing. Yeah.
Fucking song.
And the gong is no longer. He has such a unique voice. I really enjoy it. It's kind of a callback to...
It's again, they're one of the bands that truly stood out in terms of overall sound.
Yep.
And do not get me wrong, he's definitely got a voice, either you love it or you hate it.
Right.
There's no in between. It's like Jennifer Tilly.
But it's back to the days of, like, they were great musicians with really interesting lyrics, and it didn't matter that his voice was so unique. Because, again, you either loved it or you hated it. But it wasn't this classical, trained, and then modulated.
There's a Mims song called Rock and Roll that Tech Nine's a feature on.
Yeah.
And so the whole song is them using rock and roll bands in their lyrics and referencing them. And Tech Nine is the one that used ACDC.
Of course he did.
And he says, he says ACDC and then somehow puts it into anal colon dookie chamber.
I mean, okay. That could be the acronym. Sure, why not?
Weird fun fact.
Tech Nine for you.
Oh yeah, going back into what I was actually going to say before that popped in my head. But yeah, so they definitely had a very unique sound, especially since there were so many hair bands during that time that all sounded like Poison.
Right.
And
similar.
I mean, you could pick a metal band and just say, hey, or a rock band and be like, hey, they all, yeah, it was a thing. But his voice definitely helped make it so unique. Plus, you knew without a shadow of a doubt when AC/DC was on the radio.
That's true. And also, they tended to have more comedic stuff in their discography. Not every single song, but, you know, like, Big Balls. That's a hilarious song.
Right.
The TNT.
TNT is dynamite. No, that's not a Halloween song, but it is on my regular playlist.
It's fabulous, yeah. But again, somewhat amusing.
Right. I've been watching this dude, and I don't know all their names, so yeah, he's this dude. I've been watching this dude play the guitar from the very beginning, and I love this weird, like, two-step thing he's doing.
Yeah, not quite on beat. Not quite, but, I mean, he's staying on beat just fine, but, like, you're like, I'm not sure that...
Well, we got to think it also might depend. He might be on beat.
Right.
But them being in an arena, by the time the sound gets up there...
Yeah.
But I love that he's doing it to keep beat, because you don't really see a whole lot of musicians doing that nowadays. A lot of them, they actually legit they'll headbang to keep beat.
Right.
Or
all of them have a certain method to their madness, but I'm just.
But he is like fucking high school band high step marching.
He's just enjoying himself too, and it was back when full guitar solos were a thing, where pretty much most of the musicians in the band were the band. Like, people knew the band. Of course, it was a little bit before my time, so I'm like you. I don't know all of their names or anything, but on the flip side, more respect was given to each individual artist versus...
Right.
I mean, yeah. They all have a level of energy that I only aspire to.
Tell me you've been working together for years without telling me you've been working together for years.
Right. Well, and they made really good use of his, high step in it.
Right.
Like, let's just display it. This guy's got, That's great. That's great.
It's a fantastic song. ACDC was a fantastic band. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and be like, I know all their songs. I listen to everything they do. I don't.
I recognize a lot more than I think I do when I hear a CD of theirs.
Right. Now, ACDC was one band my dad was not a fan that I liked a few of their songs.
Really? Now, I was
ACDC embraced the dark side of humanity, basically.
Yeah, I mean, so... because of songs like Big Balls, which is just legit funny, my mom actually found them amusing.
Right.
Now, did she like them? No. And she doesn't like this sound at all. But wasn't horrified the first time she heard that I listened to them. Honestly, the only rock in general that I was ever able to even get her to listen to more than one song was when I moved a couple states over and she drove with me that first trip. I played S&M, Metallica's album, with the San Francisco Symphony.
Right.
And we lived right by San Francisco, so she knew the symphony. And B, because it was with the symphony, she actually quite enjoyed it. And I was like, and this is what I've been listening to this whole time. She's like, it didn't sound like this. I was like, you would be correct on that, Right. But yeah, she found enough humor in AC/DC that it wasn't. I mean, honestly, I suppose in her eyes, in comparison to the other stuff that I listened to, which was Black Sabbath and Metallica and Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson and stuff, she was like, yeah,
Right.
So I've always liked this song, though. This is, again, it's a classic. That bell toll has been used everywhere. It's just a thing.
So, good one to add to the list.
Yes. So, as you will now see, charge. Hails bells. Oh, we could have heard an orchestral version of it.
There's a lot now. Yeah.
That would have been fun. All right, it's on the HellaDepraved Shock-Tober playlist.
It is.
Which is now at 152 songs and almost 10 hours.
Nice.
We're getting there.
I don't know where we're getting, but yes, it's exciting.
A lot of fun. All right, so with that being said, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below what did you think of ACDC's Hell's Bells? What do you think about it being on the HellaDepraved Shock-Tober list? What are you thinking in general? How was your day? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
With that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later.